Hi everybody, I'm Ben Fung and I'm continuing a binge filming video blog while my son is occupied, and we're going to talk about a couple of things and hopefully I get lucky and get a whole bunch done. So we've all been there before. You know, you're doing your own thing, you're minding your own business, and you're in the clinic or, you know, hospital or charting room, whatever, and you hear that conversation. It's in the background. You hear it seeding your ears and you're getting uncomfortable. And you know, anybody that is in earshot of this is getting uncomfortable. It's a turn-off conversation. Nobody wants to have it heard. Nobody even wants to have it spoken of. But guess what? You're in the midst of it. Here are my top 5 clinical turn-off conversations. Number 1, the insert degree here debate. Now, this one really irks me because I think as a PT, we're still in the midst of this, but really we got to get over it. I don't know if I trust that guy. You know, he only has a master's. He doesn't have a doctorate. You know, right now, they're all doctors. I don't care if he doesn't have a doctorate. He has 20 years of experience. He's written 3 books and he's published 20 articles. He's an adjunct professor and he's a world-renowned speaker in his field. See, be it a DPT, a DNP, an MD, a DO, a DC, an OD, a PsyD, a PhD, a DAOM, I think there is, an ND. It really doesn't matter, okay? There's so many types of doctors out there. And more importantly, there's so many types of clinicians. We're supposed to be working together in this field of healthcare. We're supposed to be caring about other people's health. So it's not so much who has what degree, and it's not so much, you know, the title or the prowess of it all. I mean, what should matter about all these doctors emerging is that we're bettering ourselves as providers, right? There's a progression of each specific profession within this industry of healthcare, and that's a good thing. So what if there's too many doctors? That means everybody's at the top of their field. Everybody's getting educated at the very top of standards. That's a wonderful thing. What we don't need is to fight about it. If we're all doctors, that's great. More importantly, we need to be compassionate providers. Number 2, the insert care extender debate. Which care extender? Doesn't matter. It could be a PTA, a CODA, an NP, a PA, an LVN or LPN, or CNA, RNA. It just depends on where you're at. The thing is, they're all providers in one sense or another. Maybe not by title, but they're all part of that lattice work of healthcare. Everybody's important here. Everybody needs to contribute in their best self for the benefit of our stakeholders. So we really don't need that debate, because ultimately, when you dig down deep enough, it doesn't become about the quality of care. It's about the money. Number 3, the insert profession bashing session. So whatever profession it is, it's time to bash them, right? Can you believe those physical therapists? They still use ultrasound and iontophoresis, and they're still doing traction on their patients. I hate chiropractors, causing so many people to have all this unnecessary fear about their back going out. Subluxation theory. Ugh. Like I said, any kind of bashing session doesn't help. Doesn't matter if it's physicians, surgeons, nurses, therapists, you know, the whole spectrum of complementary professionals. There's no need for that. All right, if you know yourself and you're confident in yourself, you shouldn't be bashing anybody. If you're bashing anybody, then you might want to look, you know, right here, because you're probably insecure, and that's where the problem is. Number 4, the inpatient versus outpatient debate. This one's also a little irksome because I've worked it all. You know, I've done inpatient in various settings. I've done home health. I've done outpatient. I've kind of done the whole gambit in the settings of healthcare. I don't see them that different, personally. You know, it's a different side of the same coin. Whenever you have that debate of settings, inpatient, outpatient, long-term care, acute care, right, home health, outpatient, and you're trying to split up the uniqueness, what you're really doing is you're weakening your core strengths. Right? We're all part of healthcare. It needs to be a unified understanding of that continuum. Okay, here we are. Number 5, the clinical models debate. This one's always fun. You have to remember, if there's a biomechanical problem, you have to fix it. You see, pain is actually a brain output. You don't have to fix anything. You just have to fix the brain. Yeah. Clinical models debate. Kind of pointless, right? It's really quite philosophical. I mean, there are some evidence-based, scientific anchors to that type of conversation. But for the most part, clinician A and clinician B, they've already made up their minds, right? There's no use debating about that. If you want to go down the line of, best practice or evidence-based practice, whatever you want to call it, that's a good conversation for the back room. Those are good conversations for seminars, for conferences, over a cup of coffee, but not in the clinic, because nobody's going to change their mind, right? 0, the number of times my mind was changed after a political debate on Facebook, right? It's not going to happen. Same thing with the clinical model or approach or method or system. Those are inherently philosophical, injected with, again, some scientific anchors. What's more important is that we work together and learn together as professionals. So, those are my top 5 turn-off clinical conversations, and I hope you enjoy them. It was kind of difficult running around, putting on different jackets was a lot of fun, so I hope you enjoyed it too. There's going to be some pretty hilarious outtakes from this one. If you have anything you want me to blog about or vlog about in the future, please feel free to tweet me at Dr. Ben Feng, or you can email me at contact@drbenfeng.com. So, I'm Ben Feng, and until next time, I remain yours in service. Take care.